Okay, no
O-
worries.
Okay. It's lesson today of
Hmm.
English.
Yes, yes, correct.
Okay. It's
That
which level? Beginner
this
or
this is advanced level.
okay. Which topic today?
Today I'm going to talk about science. Science in general, but we're going to talk about science vocabulary words, and we will talk about science areas, and I have some discussion questions for us.
Uh,
Yes. So, my friends, I will share my screen so that we can see. Strange. Yes. I don't know why it's doing that. Hmm. Strange, strange. Hello, everybody.
Hello, Miss. I miss.
Okay. How are
Hello.
you?
I'm fine.
Amazing, amazing. Okay. So I'm going to share here so that we can see everything that we need. Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay. So, how are we doing today? Today is Saturday, February 8th. Wow.
teacher, teacher, you always in such a day in this time.
Not every Saturday, but
Hey,
I
yes.
I work every other Saturday, so every 2 Saturdays. So I have class today, and then in 2 weeks, we'll have class again. But we always have class Monday through Friday, and then occasionally Saturday.
Okay.
And so today is your
Thank-
lucky day.
yes.
Amina, where are you from?
I'm from Algeria.
Very nice, Algeria. That's such an interesting country with the history. And I've had students from Algeria before.
Me, me,
Uh,
Miss. I'm from Jamaica.
Malcolm, you're from Jamaica? Wow, that's
Yes.
amazing.
Thank you.
And Eslam, where are you from?
From Egypt, as you see the pyramids on my chroma
Yeah,
key.
yeah, exactly. Let me tell you, I love the pyramids. I love learning about ancient
You
Egypt.
should visit it.
I
You should
really
visit it.
should. That's going to be my dream someday. Definitely. And Joyce, where are you from?
Hi, I'm from Ecuador.
Ecuador. Amazing. Wow. We have some nice variation. Algeria, Egypt, Jamaica, Ecuador, United States. Wow. I love it.
This is my
So
flag.
beautiful flag. I love it. Amazing. And my friends, this class is also being streamed on YouTube. And so this is
Okay.
something that if you want to watch, you can always see. And we have a QR code, of course, for people who are wanting to join us. If they're on YouTube, but they haven't joined us on Zoom, this is where they can join. So for those of you on YouTube, my friends, join us in class. We would love to have you here. Thank you. Husna, where are you from?
Hello. Hello,
Hello.
everyone. I'm from Afghanistan, the
From
country in the Middle East.
Wow, wow. We have a great variety of countries here. This is amazing. So, my friends, today, what I want to talk about in general, it's a very broad topic, but I want to talk about science. I love science. Science is so cool. And there's so many different areas of.
Before I joined this session, I was studying biochemistry or
Oh,
organic chemistry
wow, that's intense. Very nice.
because I'm in the third year on the high school. I'm in the last year. I will
Wow,
graduate this year.
that's awesome. Congratulations.
Thanks.
It's a big achievement. And
Thanks.
are you planning on going to university?
Yeah, of course. I'm applying for a scholarship in Romania to study medicine or physical therapy in Turkey.
Cool, very
And
cool.
I'm supposed to be accepted in the Turkish scholarship because my file and my application is so strong during the evaluation.
Amazing. That's a huge
And
achievement.
I hope to be accepted.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Wow. I love that. Well, this is a great topic for you today. Um, I love science. I find it very interesting. I'm an English teacher, but science is so cool. History as well, like all areas are very interesting. And so today I want to talk about the different areas within science,
Miss,
because
me love
there's so many
science.
areas. Well,
Me
I'm
love
sorry, Coco.
science too. I
Yeah,
was
you love
thinking
science
me love
too?
science too.
I bet. It's so cool. It is so cool. So, first, I want to do something here together called a word web. And I want to talk about also how a word web can help us learn English vocabulary. There's kind of two benefits here. So, you can see in this picture that it looks like one central circle and then many branches of other circles. And that's how we can see word association and then learn more vocabulary. And it's a good way to see the vocabulary we already know. And then you can see, wow, I can use these words in my everyday conversation. So I'm going to actually go to the whiteboard and we can make one together. So here, new whiteboard. Okay, so we'll start with a circle in the middle that just says science. Basic, basic. But how can we name the other areas of science? What are some of the other areas of science that you know? For example, Eslam said biochemistry, organic chemistry.
Can be astrology.
Ooh, astrology. Can you explain what is astrology?
Well, something's related with the stars and the universe.
Exactly, related to the stars, the universe. What other areas of science
Can I
are
ask a question? A quick question.
Yes,
See?
Are you streaming this session right now on YouTube?
I am.
Okay. On Approach USA channel,
Yes,
right?
exactly. Mm-hmm.
Here's my face.
Yeah, there you
Wait a
go.
minute.
This is the nice thing
Wait a
is, some
minute.
people can't always join on Zoom. Some people would love to join on Zoom. Maybe they're not available, but they can always watch the stream on YouTube and practice with us. Mm-hmm. So my friends on
Good.
YouTube, 100%, you can join us. Okay, so
I will
other
share it to
areas,
my community right now.
yeah, share it. So what other areas of science is there in this world?
I
See?
said organic chemistry or
Yes.
biology, for
Mhm.
example.
So we could say chemistry, and we could make even another web, for example. I want a smaller circle. I don't want such a big circle. Make this smaller. Okay. Oh my goodness. I feel like an old woman trying to move this around. So sorry about that. You guys know what I'm trying to do here. So we have chemistry, and then you can have organic chemistry as another branch of your word web. And then you're expanding your vocabulary even more. Okay, so chemistry, biology. What else?
Big maybe?
I'm sorry?
Physics,
You
physics,
can add geology.
Oh yeah,
I
there's
was studying geology
geology,
also.
there's
and
physics,
yeah, physics.
physics.
Petrochemical.
One more time.
Petrochemical.
Could you type that in the chat for me? Thank you.
Can be ecology.
Mm-hmm. Great. Ecology, petrochimique. Now that word, that's interesting. That I believe is French. Let me see what it is in English. We would say petrochemical. Interesting. That's a new word for me here. Petrochemical. Nice. We also have things like technology. And technology is another very broad term as well. But science includes technology, computer science, math, so many things, so many areas.
I think
Anything else?
math is a branch out of the science.
Exactly.
We should not include the mathematics with science
And why do you think that?
because it's not related. In mathematics, I deal with numbers and I don't know how do you call it in English, but in science, we deal with physical and real things.
Mhm. Good argument there. Good argument. For sure, there are some mathematical elements included, for example, in physics or in part of chemistry, in numbers. But mathematics is definitely a huge branch of its own category. I agree. Now, we also have things like something smaller like zoology. It has a lot of O's here, zoology, the study of animals.
Zoology is branched from the biology. You
Yeah.
can make it a branch of the biology.
Okay, let's do that. Perfect. Ooh, awesome. So, of course, on paper, with paper and pencil, it's much easier to make a word web, I would say. Digitally, it's okay, but it could be better on paper. But you guys, this is the idea of a word web to see your vocabulary. So, I can share this whiteboard somehow. Let me see. Okay. So I'm
I
going.
think that we can control this whiteboard. Now you can see I'm drawing.
Yeah, you guys can write on here and then I can
Yeah.
delete it. It's okay. It's nothing crazy. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna close this. I'll go back to our slides. Mhm. Okay. So here, what I have for us was also just basic general areas of science. So we already listed a lot of these, and not all of these have words. Some of them have words. And so here we have physics, we have biology, we have some math, We have space or astrology, astronomy, chemistry. Here I have like kind of a technology, computer science. We have earth sciences in general, studying fossils, and geothermal science, studying water and oceans, oceanography. So there are so many areas of science. What would you say interests you the most? What do you like the most about science? What's your favorite area?
The chemistry.
Chemistry? And chemistry is so
Yeah,
important in our daily lives, and we don't even know it. Many people don't realize how
complicated.
important. Yes.
I
So
think the internet is unstable here.
that's okay. That's okay. So there's so many areas of science. Anybody else? What area of science are you interested in?
Computer.
Very nice. And why do you like it?
The physics area,
Nice. And why do you like physics? Why are you interested in it?
because I think every day we are faced to have some physical things, and everything happen with the physics. And
Mhm.
also, I'm a medical technologist. I work in the medical area. This is why I love history, physics.
That is so cool. Definitely. The things that we're experiencing in the physical world every day that are a product of science, a part of a process or a cycle is so interesting to me personally. I could learn about it all day. I love a lot of the natural science. I love learning about the ocean and animals for sure. And I also love space. I say I'm a space girl. Like movies about space, sign me up. Documentaries about space, yes. James Webb telescope images, things like that. So cool for me. I find it very interesting. So, something that I want us to do, let me see if it will come here. I'm going to just put us in some small breakout rooms with a partner. And I want you guys to write down at least 3 to 4 science vocabulary words or phrases that you know. We've already said some words today, and I want to know what more science vocabulary do you know? So let's do this just for 5 minutes in breakout rooms, not a long time. I had said here at least 3 to 4. So 3 to 4 minimum. But if you have more, that's amazing. Share with me all the words you know. So let's do that now. I'll assemble our breakout rooms. Okay. We'll have 2 rooms. That's what we'll do here. Okay. And let's make a list of science vocabulary words or phrases that you already know. Okay. And we can join our breakout rooms. And for those of you on YouTube, 100%, you can do this at home. You can do this with your friends, with your family. There's no problem with that. Okay. Eslam, did you see the invite to join the breakout room?
Not really. I just was in a problem with connection. I don't know
That's okay.
why.
That's
I
okay.
was trying to join again.
No worries. If you click on breakout room,
Now I'm watching the. Okay, where is it? Join breakout room. I will join now.
perfect.
I will join. Bye.
Bye. See you soon. Okay, and like I said, for those of you that are on YouTube joining us from home, of course, I would love to have you here. We can go back to our QR code. I love to go back to that. We have our WhatsApp group as well. So what you can do during this time, you can scan our QR code and join us on Zoom. You can join our WhatsApp group. You can write down the science vocabulary that you already know. Something that we have been doing is the free conversation class for almost 5 years now. We started the free conversation classes back in 2020, and we've continued to provide conversation classes at the beginner level, the intermediate level, the advanced level. And so my class is advanced, but if it's too advanced for you, that's okay. We also have beginner and intermediate. If you go to our website, approachisc.edu, then you can find the link to sign up for any of our classes. So it would be amazing if you could join us. And these classes are designed to help you with your conversational skills, practice English even just 1 hour per day. Not everybody has the opportunity to go to English school every day. We know it's hard, and we wanted to provide an option for those around the world. So we're always open to suggestions about something you would like to learn, any topics that you have that you're interested in. And typically we choose a variety of topics that are related to everyday life, things that you will use in the world. And so I encourage you 100% to join us as often as you can. Monday through Friday, there are many opportunities. And Saturdays with me, occasionally. Thank you so much for joining us today. Our friends in the breakout rooms right now are working on writing down some science vocabulary words. So if you're at home right now, if you're watching on YouTube, take this time. Write down at least 3 to 4 science vocabulary words or phrases that you know. Maybe you know a lot of words in English already and you don't even realize it. So be prepared when everybody returns from breakout rooms in about 40 seconds. Then we will share and make a good list of all the words we know that we can use when discussing different areas of science. Thank you so much. And I hope that you are all feeling kind of inspired to join us. It's a really nice experience meeting other people from around the world. And then we all can speak English together and practice and share our ideas, networking. It's an amazing time. All right, so our friends, the breakout rooms, it is time to close them. And our friends will join us. They'll return from the breakout rooms and we can share our vocabulary here. We can make a good big list. Okay. Let's see. Okay. My friends, do we have a good list? Let's make a list.
No, we not a good list because they never know what we talk about.
That's okay. That's okay. Okay, my friends. Let's make sure that we are muted if we have a lot of background. Okay. Okay, so my friends, Let's make a list of science vocabulary. What are some words that you know?
Pharmacy.
Pharmacy. Yes.
What name? Abadashi, cashier.
Can you type that in the chat for me, Malcolm?
All right.
Let's make sure, I think it would be a good idea if everybody types their words as well. Word two.
In whiteboard or a chat?
I think the chat is okay. The chat is fine.
Okay, teacher.
Just so that we can have a writing and we can have our audio. Perfect. Thank you, guys. Adam.
Me the chat now work. I'm gonna try. It's not working.
Perfect. Cell. What are some other words we have?
Organelles.
Hydraulic.
Mitochondria.
Cytoskeleton.
Skeleton, because we can get into biology.
Mitochondria.
Ooh, what is a mitochondria?
It's an organelle of the cell.
We say in English, the powerhouse of the cell, and that's how we remember.
Yeah. I know the ribosomes, lysosomes,
Yeah.
wall,
Mhm.
cell wall.
I guess that she is obsessed with biology.
Yeah, maybe she's an expert. I love that. I love
Environment.
environment.
Everyone in the first year of the high school must know the mitochondria and the ATP and the glucose and the converting between the fat and the protein and glucose and galactose.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Exactly. We learn the basic building blocks of our biology. Mm-hmm.
Particle. Telescope. Experiment.
Amazing.
Climate.
What is your favorite planet?
Earth.
Earth. I mean, we have a small bias. Earth is our favorite planet. For sure. And Earth is a vocabulary word. It's a noun. Pressure. We have some great words here. Hypothesis.
Mammals, reptiles, carnivores.
Ooh, yeah. Reptile, carnivore, mammal. Heat. Mm-hmm. We could say liquid, gas. So many things. DNA.
Yeah.
Do we know what does DNA stand for? What's the full term in English for DNA?
I will
It is-
study this chapter next month. When I know this, I will tell you.
Okay,
I will
perfect.
explain this to you.
Perfect. I'm waiting.
But this contains something like our personal. I don't know how to say it in English.
That's okay. What we could
Like
say,
customization of our personality and our body and our
yeah,
physical body.
I
the
like that. I
DNA.
like the word customization. That's a good word to use because every DNA is different. Everybody's.
You want vocabulary, for example,
Mhm.
from
Perfect.
sporogeny, a type of the reproduction.
Oh, reproduction. That's a good
Uh,
word.
what else? Tissue culture. Tissue
Ooh,
what? Culture. Tissue cultures. Sporozoites. Merozoites. Sporogeny. What else? This is from my biology book.
Nice.
Teacher, can I tell you the full form of DNA?
Yes.
The full form of DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid.
Good. Deoxyribonucleic acid.
Fourth chain.
Yes, chain, because a chain of DNA. I'll put that under that. Chain.
Physical lab.
Ooh, physical lab.
Growth hormone, for example, growth hormone.
Growth
Uh,
hormones or hormones in general.
yeah.
Chemistry lab.
What else?
Chemistry lab. Let's see, physics.
Vasopressin hormone, adrenaline.
Ooh. Adrenaline. And then I think of something like think of something
Oxytocin,
like cancer.
oxytocin, estrogen.
Estrogen, the different
We
names
know
of the
the cancer.
hormones.
We know the cancer.
We have a lot of vocabulary words. Science water.
Aquology, science water, aquology.
Biology. So interesting.
Did I say it right?
Yeah, we could say ecology, we could say oceanography, although that's more about oceans, but it's okay. Oceanography. There's a couple things we could say. Let me make this wider for you. Perfect. Wow, you guys, look at this amazing list. That's so nice. So let me take a little picture here so that we don't lose this. And I'll share it in our chat. And of course, there are so many more words. We could add 1,000 more words to this list.
Yes.
Science is so broad. Science is so big.
They
that-
have no limits.
Correct. We didn't even put things like universe. The universe has no limit, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have some questions for us as well to talk about here. So, 2 questions. My first question, in your opinion, what is the most important scientific discovery in history and why? I would love to hear from you. What is the most, in your opinion, what is the most important scientific discovery in history and why?
More in opinion in history is that
Mhm.
like the where they do the science like chemical and then something them is that more physics in chemistry. Like chemical
Mhm.
and then something when they have to check the chemical them and see where then they and how much meat are then there.
Chemistry is like chemical discoveries and chemical combinations. They have made a huge change in history. Thank you, Malcolm. Anybody else?
I think electricity.
That's a pretty big one. The discovery and the invention of electricity changed human life forever.
If the electricity was not discovered, I think in night we are blind. I
Correct.
think so. we have a bored life if there is no electricity, so there were no electronic devices, and the life will be bored. I think so.
I hear you. If we didn't have electricity, first of all, we wouldn't be on this class together because we wouldn't have a computer or a charge for the computer. And we wouldn't have something like a cell phone if we didn't have electricity, maybe. Maybe we would have something different, but it's
And it will be so difficult to learn another language because it will only depend on traveling on or importing books from other countries to learn a foreign language.
I agree. I think about in the past, before electricity, a long time ago, when trying to learn another language or communicate with another culture, I mean, even now today we still have wars, but back then it was really difficult because they didn't have just a Google Translate to help them. And they would argue, they wouldn't understand each other as much. They would have more like cultural confusion. And now with technology, you can learn languages and learn other cultures and travel so much faster. And back then they had a really hard time, for sure. Anybody else? What do you think is the most important scientific discovery?
The chemistry and the organic chemistry to make medicine for the sick people and save lives from dying and making a lot of products like we have in the kitchen and in the bathroom, like soap and shampoo, for example, and the toothpaste. Without chemistry, we wouldn't know how to make these things.
That's a
And
great
also, we wouldn't discover that we should use silicon to make the boards, the internal boards of the computers and the mobile phones.
Oh, for sure. Chemistry, humans are chemistry, and there's so much more. It's amazing. And chemistry is how we have products in our home. It's how we have medicine. It's so many things. And
Imagine your
chemistry,
life without chemistry or without any branch of the science. Imagine your life without
exactly,
it. It will be a a hell.
it would be so like again, not ancient times, but a little bit when they had chemistry, but they didn't have modern medicine.
Will be
People,
unable to live.
it would
When
be,
it will be unable to live.
yes, exactly.
No, I don't think so. Don't able to live, but they have a difficult life. I think so.
I think it can be
You know, a branch.
mix.
You can go on.
No, go ahead.
Do you know a branch of chemistry called electricity chemistry? Electric chemistry.
No,
I'm
I've never.
studying this in this year.
Wow.
Chemistry related to the electrons and the electricity. And imagine your life without this. You cannot light up your room or your house with the neon or the that big lamp. I don't know how to say this.
The lights.
And wouldn't the batteries exist without that branch of chemistry? And what else? Every mobile battery or electricity, it depends 100% on the electricity chemistry or electric chemistry.
Yeah, definitely. So interesting, you guys. Great conversation. I love this.
I think
next
teacher,
question. Go ahead.
sorry, you
It's okay.
go ahead.
No, you're
I
good.
think
You're good.
I think the second one is internet. I think because internet, I thought that if there is no internet, what should we do? We cannot do. We cannot. I think so. I think so that we cannot live without internet because when they if the internet has a problem, we are our if breathing is like slow down. What should we do? The time is not going, it's very slow. That I think so.
Exactly. Internet without electricity is important because we use it beyond internet, but definitely a part of electricity is internet. And when we don't have internet, it's true, nowadays we rely on it so much. We're bored without it.
Yeah.
Children don't know how to play without internet. So many things that have
They will
changed.
cry a lot without internet, especially the children.
Exactly. Mohammed, do you want to share?
Yes, there is important thing we can say gravity.
Yeah,
Because
gravity.
yes, because after invention, many machinery system and other dependence was on gravity because it thinking make for machinery system and aeroplane traveling and many other things. So it was
Mhm.
a very big thing for development our world.
100%. The scientific discovery of gravity and the experiments with gravity have shown us so much about our Earth. It's shown us about the inner core of the Earth based on earthquakes. And we learn
Geology.
exactly.
Mm.
It's gravity is essential and it's a part of our planet. It's why we're sitting right now versus floating. Uh, and it's a massive scientific discovery. 100%. Amazing. Now, my friends, I want to ask you this question. If you could create a new technology, what would you create? What problem would it solve? Think about that for a minute. If you could create a new technology, what would it be? What problem would it solve?
Me that say, me that say cause you either cause damage because you either damage a problem why you either cause a problem, you either cause damage and sometimes it damage and sometimes it cannot repair it back because it damaged. So that with me that said that would that be the problem.
Mm-hmm. Thank you,
Because
Malcolm. That's a
sometimes
great idea.
yeah.
Thank you.
Probably a
I
machine
was
or
thinking of
device.
making the ports and the cables of computer and the mobile phone with silicon instead of the CU element. I don't know how to say it also in English. It will be faster if we transfer that data between devices and the hard disks, and the processing will be more faster, and the speed will equal the speed of light,
Mm-hmm.
and it will solve the problem of slow computers lagging while processing something on a computer. But it will be so expensive, not so expensive to grab the fiber. It will be so expensive to develop this and make the silicon and make the fiber able to transfer data between devices.
I like that idea. And that would solve a big problem
I'm
for
obsessed with technology, by the way.
a lot of people are, and it's a fascinating area. Mm-hmm. Joyce, you can share what you wanted to say.
Well, I mean, I I think it's not as new, probably exist, but it was a device or a machine that remove all the plastic waste from the oceans.
Yeah.
Maybe where and maybe convert it into biodegradable materials.
That's a good word, biodegradable. A good vocabulary word. Let me put this in the chat for you guys. Biodegradable. So definitely there are already some kind of
I have
machines
more
that
one
clean
this
up.
I have one more crazy discovery in the electricity chemistry
Mhm.
to mine for gold with no workers, with no machines, just a
Mm.
battery and two sticks of
Ants?
platinum or platine, and I forgot how to say how to explain this, but I have this in my chemistry book. We can grab the the gold from a lake, for example, or a
Uh-huh.
river in Africa, because Africa is rich with gold, but it's
Uh-huh.
so hard to export the gold from the land or from the water. We put this device in the lake or a river, and we turn on the electricity. the electricity will react with ions in the water, and the
Mhm.
gold will be up to the platinum disk or platinum deck, and we can get a lot of gold and be so pure gold with
Mm-hmm.
no additions or with no dust or with
Mm-hmm.
no other
Impurities.
materials inside the gold.
Mm-hmm.
That's I
I
think
like that
I
idea.
thought of after I studied the electricity chemistry.
That's so
And that's
cool.
the most pure way to export a metal without scratching or without spoiling this metal.
Interesting. I had no idea. Thank you for
I
teaching
think
us.
this is a mini robot. I think so.
Yeah.
That yeah, that take the gold.
Now I
Okay.
feel like we utilize robots, different styles of robots more than ever. It feels like a crazy science fiction movie sometimes, and other times it's like, well, we know that this technology is going to happen over time. It's so interesting. Habiba, go ahead.
Teacher, if I could create new technology, it will be a time machine because
Ooh.
I think it is little bit crazy, but I would create a time machine because if we do wrong things in the past, we could write it and like
It's impossible to do. Going
but
by the time to the past, it's impossible to do. But if you alone want to go to the future alone with nobody else with you, you can do this. But physically and mentally, you will be damaged when you finish this experiment and when you go to the future with your
um,
real-time age at this time, you can go to the future, but you cannot go back. But
I
by
wish I
moving, by
know.
moving by the speed of the light, I think.
Really?
But you will pay a ticket. But you will pay a ticket if you try this on a public road.
So interesting. Definitely time travel, the idea of time travel has been in movies and media, books,
Yeah, I
talks for a
see
long
in
time.
Marvel movies.
Yeah.
But
But the person who
uh,
wants to move back, by the time he has to be a magician to do this, to do
Hmm.
I
that.
know that
Except that
that
it's, sorry to say this, bullshit. Excuse me. Pardon me.
no. But I wish that I know that is impossible. But I wish I make a
If you
time
could
machine.
create it.
Yeah, and it's make if we do wrong in the past, we could write it. I know it is impossible, but I wish I want to be, in a childhood I want to become a doctor, but unfortunately I have no good luck to become a doctor. So I I want to create time machine that I go to past and go to study of a doctor, so I would
Yeah.
become a doctor.
Yeah,
Now
there's
I'm
of course we know that time travel is not real. We know that it's
yeah,
currently not possible. Maybe
yeah.
in a long time, maybe it will be. We don't.
Maybe yeah,
But
but
if you could
Will
create
never
it,
be possible.
we'll see.
yeah,
We'll see.
Will
maybe,
never
maybe,
will be possible if
maybe,
traveling to the past. But to the
may,
future,
I
it will be possible, but would be so difficult.
if the if the human makes the electricities and internet, maybe
Yeah, maybe in
they
like a
make a
thousand
time
years,
machine.
something like that.
Yeah, maybe, but in if I think that the 1,000 years, then the world will be destroyed.
That's true. We don't even know where the world will be in a
Yeah,
thousand years.
we don't
I
know
hope
that
it
what.
won't be, but
Yeah, we don't know that
Donald
what
Trump is
happened
trying to make a
into
war
next
with
day.
Canada and with Egypt and Jordan because we refused to make the Palestinians leave their land and come to our land, and this is against our nation, our national security. And the Palestinian refused, but Donald Trump will force us to do that, or he will punish us economically, and who knows, it will be by the military. I think Donald Trump will be a crazy president of the United States.
I think we could have a long conversation about this for sure. We
Yeah.
could. We're out of
I'm
time
afraid
Yeah.
today.
I'm afraid if
I
CIA will
know.
join the session with us.
We'll see. I know they're watching. I know it's an interesting world. Mohammed, I wanted to let you speak just real quick because you've been raising your hand before I let us go.
Yeah,
Yes, but
she's right. Only
everything
God
you have
control the
discussed,
time.
Thank you guys. We had a good
yes,
discussion today, from science to politics. Interesting, but a lot of politics involves science. Political science, we call it in the United States as well. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining today. I appreciate it. My friends on Zoom, my friends on YouTube, everybody here. Thank you so much. As a reminder, we do have class Monday through Friday, always. So if you join you can see the schedule if you join that link, and then you can join every day if you want.
So good to see you
Okay.
today,
Okay,
Ellen.
teacher.
Thank you. Yes, thank you, Aslam.
Okay, bye,
Thank you.
teacher.
Bye,
Have a nice
Ellen.
day.
Bye, Miss.
Bye.
Bye, Miss.
Bye, Malcolm. Thank you so much.